To measure out the composition, first you will need to decide how it's broken up. Here we see that it's broken up into two parts and it's almost equally spaced. So what I'll do now is draw a line of horizon kind of across the middle. We mentioned that earlier, right? Where the sky and the land meet. We also have a line or a grove of trees down the middle. They're very faint, almost blue-like because of atmospheric perspective. So we draw those in. The next horizontal line is a walkway that's fairly small, but you can see it in the distance. I'm holding my pencil like this because it makes it easier to stay loose. Just off of the walkway, we now have a small body of water that we can also draw in. And make that a little bit big, too big, but you can always make adjustments. We see a softer texture here just beyond the small body of water. And then we start to see the blades of grass kind of pop up. Again, we're using more vertical lines in this part. I'm not going to do a whole lot here. We're just laying out the composition. As we get to the middle, almost toward the foreground, we see these longer blades of grass, and there's also more contrast with the dark area behind it. And then right in the very front, we see a light area of interesting looking bushes or different types of grass, very organically shaped. And the final piece that is pretty much the center of the piece is the tree. Now some of these lines are going to be heavier than others because of the shadow. There's a little bit of moss sticking from this tree. So those are small details that you'll start to add. The branches again are very organic. They're descriptive. There's a lot of movement. Branches here, a lot of offshoots. And then of course the moss is kind of hanging down. Keep drawing, making some of these a little bit thicker. Again, you're gonna fill in most of it with the colored pencil. So don't be too concerned if you can't find all of them all at once. It's the easiest if you determine what's the most important features of this tree. Then you have the larger ones here in the front. Almost they're whitest, a white color or a gray color with some moss hanging on them. There's a very large one here in the front. I'm taking each branch as I can see it and define it. Some of the area in the foreground may seem to blend in. So I'm going to stop right here, but now I'm going to let you draw your own composition on your paper, and we'll go from there.